Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex, and if you've been following me for a while, you've probably noticed that I have a thing for fighting games. So in this episode I'll be reviewing Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown.
Alright, first thing you need to know is that this game is basically a remaster of Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, a game that I've already covered in one of my previous reviews. There are two ways you can play this game. One, you can download the full game and customization pack bundle from the PlayStation Store for about £25, and two, if you are subscribed to PlayStation Plus, you can download the main game without the customization pack and play it for free for as long as you are still subscribed. The choice is yours. Now, when this game was announced, I was hoping that there would be a story mode added, or at least some cutscenes for each of the characters' arcade endings, but unfortunately we didn't get any of that, which is really a shame and a wasted opportunity. This game could have been so much more, but I guess the developers still failed to see that. Moving on, the graphics are a lot more polished than in Final Showdown. Ultimate Showdown looks like a PS4 game. The textures, the lighting and the colors are all of course much better and more realistic than in Final Showdown. Personally, I fucking love how this game looks, but I have to note that it's not on the level of, let's say, MK11. Ultimate Showdown looks more like MKX. Also, there are certain parts where you can tell that it's a remaster of the same character models and levels, like when the clothes face into the body, or when the characters face into each other just like in Final Showdown. In my review on the Final Showdown, I've criticized how the walls and fences of the stages look transparent in front of the action during certain camera angles. Good news is that this problem is fixed in Ultimate Showdown. One thing that's been added is Tekken-style fireworks when the hits land. It's a cool detail, but I personally prefer the previous hit effect from Final Showdown. As you probably know, music in video games is extremely important to me. This game has brand new tracks for each of the stages and menu screens, and it sounds dope. The compositions are a blend of techno, drum and bass, metal and oriental folk music. It's really hard to pick a favorite track here as they are all beautiful, but if you'd insist, I'd say that Shundi's theme is probably my favorite of them all. I just can't stop listening to this track. So overall, I'd say that the presentation in Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown is really impressive. The gameplay is exactly the same as in the previous installment. You can do combos, throws, signature moves, kick your opponent out of the ring, fall out of the ring and perform special throws against a wall or a fence. Nothing has changed, which is good because I think the gameplay in Final Showdown was already perfect. So I'm happy that it's been kept as it was. Let's talk about modes. As expected, you get the classic arcade mode, where you fight a series of opponents until you beat Akira Yuki, and eventually fight Jural, who has a new stage in this game. You can also play the double player mode with your friends, or play online against freaks that you can't hope to win. Along with the ranked match, we get the room match. Here you can enter a room of several online players as either a spectator watching others fight or as an actual participant. You can also create your own room, giving your own specifications and terms for the rounds. As always, you can't have a fighting game without a practice mode. Here you can sharpen your moves to perfection and still lose to the online freaks. Overall, Ultimate Showdown has a really fun and solid gameplay, one of the most technical in fighting games too. Now, regarding the Legendary Pack DLC. It costs about £8, but I'm not really sure if it's worth it. We only get half of the customization items that we've had in Final Showdown, which is a letdown to me. The pack includes polygonal retro skins for all the characters and a retro stage from the first Virtua Fighter game, which is cool, but with this game being an update to Final Showdown, I actually expected a lot more in the customization department. Like, I really wanted them to add a black Hakama for Takarasha, for example, or at least give me the option to choose whatever color I want from a full palette like in the Tekken games.
So my final thoughts on this game, I really like it. The graphics, the music and the gameplay is dope, and I'm happy that we got this updated version for PS4. But just like Final Showdown, Ultimate Showdown feels incomplete without any story representation. I mean, I get it, their selling point is the classic arcade feeling, but guess what? Fighting games like Mortal Kombat give you that classic arcade feeling too. plus so much more. And if you're asking for £25 for a digital release of a fighting game that is basically a remaster of your previous installment, you better make your ass work and give me that motherfucking story mode and character endings. And you gotta include all the customization items that we had in Final Showdown. In other words, I like this game, but I expected a lot more, and without a story mode, I ain't getting the amount of money that they ask. Personally, I suggest you play this game with PlayStation Plus subscription, as it will come a lot cheaper this way. Like, you can play the shit out of this game for a month or two and then just unsubscribe until you want to play it again. And anyway, you will need the PlayStation Plus subscription if you really want to squeeze the juice out of Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, as this game is really meant to be played online. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review. Let me know what you think of this game in the comment section below. Check out my other vids, subscribe, and until next time.